Hi friends, it is me Stace. Welcome back to another Friday PIP, which is our Pinterest inspired project. As you can see, today we are in the kitchen and we are making Nutter Butter cookies. I am so excited. So I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees and I have a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. Alright, so in my bowl, I'm going to go ahead and add in 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour and our baking soda, which was 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. And we're just going to mix them together. Alright, we're going to set that aside. Alright, so I'm actually going to grab another bowl. Alright, so I'm going to pour that, what I just did, in the smaller bowl right here. Okay, set that one aside. And I have my hand mixer here, and we are going to cream together the butter. So it's 1/2 cup of butter, or 1 stick of softened butter. And it did say use sweet cream butter. I'm using this Walmart brand, sweet cream butter. All right, so we have the butter in there. Then we have our brown sugar, which was 1 cup of light brown sugar. And the peanut butter, 1 cup of peanut butter. All right, set that aside, and we're just going to cream these together until they're nice and smooth. Okay, I have everything combined. And what I'm going to do now is just scrape down the sides of my bowl. All right. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I'll show you that. It's all incorporated. Now we're going to add in the egg. So I have 1 large egg and our vanilla, which was, let me go back to the ingredients for you. 1/2 teaspoon of that. All right, go ahead and mix those together. Okay, I think we're done with the mixer for right now. I will save those beaters for after. All right, because now it says we want to gradually pour our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients. So I'm just going to do like half of this. And just get it incorporated. You don't want to over mix. Just want to get the flour in there. It smells so good. I mean, peanut butter, you had me at hello, my friends. I absolutely love peanut butter. Probably too much. Alright, so I have that mostly incorporated. Let's go ahead and add the other half of our flour. And we're going to just incorporate this. And it says to form it into a 1-inch ball. I have this cookie scoop. I'm not sure what it is, but it was the smallest one I have, so I thought I'm going to use that. If they turn out a little bit bigger than they're supposed to be, that's fine. But at least they'll all be uniform in size. Alright, we're going to call that one done. That's a hand workout. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and move this out of our way. We're done with the mixer. Alright, so like I said, I have my cookie sheet here lined with parchment paper. And we're going to take this and form it into a ball. And then we're going to make it be a log. Okay, like that. And then we're going to roll it in our sugar. And then lay it on our baking sheet. Okay. So super fun, very easy. Great one to get the kids involved in this. So again, form into a little ball. Then a little log. And then the sugar. And it says to place them about 2 inches apart. So I'm going to go 3 across. Just going to make the log be somewhat uniform. Alright, I'm going to continue on filling up this pan. Okay, we have all of our logs. I'm going to move this to the back counter out of our way. Now what it says to do is use the tines of a fork to make, the little crisscross pattern. It's going to flatten them out a little bit. I think I'm going to go a little bit smaller. I'm going to squish them down a little bit more so they're more flat. Maybe like, probably about maybe a 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to go down a little bit farther. They were just too high for me. Okay, so I'm going to go back the other way with my fork. Alright, next it says to pinch the center to make that traditional peanut shape. Alright, so that's what they look like. You can see that. I'm going to put these in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes or until lightly brown on the edges but still soft in the center. So I'll do that, come back, and then we'll make the filling and we'll start assembling some cookies. Alright friends, we are back with our cookies. Now we're going to make the filling. I have my first batch out of the oven. My second batch is currently in there and I have it cooling on a wire rack here. I will say they didn't really keep their peanut shape. I mean, some of them kind of did. Maybe I should have pinched them more. It could be that I had too big of a scoop to use, but either way, they look really good. Alright, for the filling, and a little tip, you don't need 1/2 cup of sugar to roll them in. That was way too much. I'd probably go with a 1/4 cup of the sugar to roll them in. Alright, so for the filling, we have in this bowl 1/4 cup of butter, the same sweet cream butter. And we're going to add to that, actually we're going to beat our butter first until it's light and fluffy. Okay, I'm going to say that looks pretty good. There we have that. Alright, to this we're going to add in our peanut butter. This is 1/2 cup of peanut butter. And then we're going to mix it, or we're going to add everything in here. Okay. Alright. Get all that peanut butter off the rubber spatula here. Just going to scrape it off with my mixer. Get all that peanut butter goodness there. Alright, I'm actually going to incorporate this first because next it tells us to add everything else. I'm going to incorporate this a little bit. Alright, so now it tells us we have 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. It tells us to add 1 cup. So we're going to go ahead and just use our little scoop here. Alright. And then we're going to add in our milk. So we have 2 tablespoons of whole milk and a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. So very little vanilla's in there. Alright, on low speed just to kind of get it Alright, I'm going to scrape down my sides. Now it did not say to use sifted powdered sugar. I probably would do that if I were to make this again. Alright, now we're going to add in the rest of our powdered sugar. A spoon there. Alright. Alright, we are good with the frosting, or the filling. Again, I'm just going to take my spoon just to scrape off the sides, make sure I get the bottom. I don't see any kind of clumps. Actually, the powdered sugar did blend in there nicely, so you don't really need to sift it. Okay. Alright, well, let's see if the cookies are cooled off. They're a tad bit warm. I'm going to let them sit for maybe 5 more minutes, let them cool off, take the other batch out of the oven, and we'll make a cookie and we'll taste it and see how we did. Alright friends, time to make the cookies. So, the first batch we did, I didn't have it be really flat. And the second batch I made a lot flatter. So I'm going to show you the cookies here. Okay, compare that to this cookie. You can see the difference. I do think they're going to be better flat. Now, if you look at them, they did not keep the peanut shape, which I think is fine. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to fill one of these cookies up. It says to use 1 tablespoon of the filling. I'm just going to eyeball it. Alright. And you want to fill it on the wrong side. So the pretty side is up. And then just kind of spread it out. Probably would work better with a knife. And I actually also underbaked the cookies. Alright, let's go and take the other piece and find one that better matches up. Okay, so that is our Nutter Butter. I'm going to move this forward and break it. Okay, so that's what the inside looks like. Alright, let's give it a taste. Okay, a Nutter Butter, not really. I taste a peanut butter cookie with a cream filling, or a peanut butter filling. They're good. I think I made them way too big. I would have a hard time, they are rich. I would have a hard time eating one of these whole cookies by myself. And I love peanut butter, like I said. So, my overall thought on the cookies, I would say maybe 8 out of 10. For one, you don't need 1/2 cup of sugar to roll the dough in at the beginning. That's way too much sugar. You're going to waste it all. They don't hold their peanut butter shape, or their peanut shape rather. And I can't really critique the recipe for the size. I could have used the wrong size scoop. But they don't really taste like Nutter Butters. And I love Nutter Butters. They taste like a peanut butter cookie with a cream filling. Anyway, there you have it, my honest opinion. Hope you guys give it a try. I will have the full recipe on my blog, as well as I will link to the original recipe as well, so you can print it there. But I hope you guys give it a try. If you do, let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback on it. But anyway, that's it, my friends. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.